Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a lifestyle. It's a way of thinking, a way of reacting, and a way of carrying yourself through chaos, pressure, and uncertainty. Stoicism teaches one core truth. You don't control the world, you only control yourself. And when you master yourself, the world loses its power over you. Today, I want to talk to you about what Stoicism really is, how it works, and why adopting this mindset can transform your entire life. Most people go through life reacting to everything around them. They get mad when someone says something they don't like. They panic when things don't go as planned. They complain about the weather, the economy, or the behavior of others. Stoicism teaches the complete opposite. It teaches that the world will always be unpredictable, unfair, and uncontrollable. But your response is your responsibility. Your peace is your responsibility. Your discipline is your responsibility. Once you truly understand this, you stop being a prisoner of external events. Stoicism starts with a simple principle. Control what you can, ignore what you can't. If you can change it, work on it with everything you have. If you can't change it, let it go completely. Most suffering comes from trying to control things outside of our power, people's opinions, past mistakes, unexpected struggles. The Stoic mind stays calm because it refuses to chase illusions. It focuses only on the things that are within reach: your thoughts, your actions, your habits, your effort. A Stoic wakes up every morning expecting challenges. They don't ask for an easy life. They ask for the strength to handle a difficult one. Stoics understand that adversity is part of the journey. Hardship is training. Every setback is a chance to demonstrate resilience. Every obstacle is a test of character. Instead of complaining about the storm, the Stoic stands firm inside it, saying, "This is where I become stronger." That mindset alone will put you miles ahead of the average person. Stoicism is not about ignoring emotions. It's about mastering them. Anger, fear, jealousy, frustration. These emotions are natural, but they should not control you. Stoicism teaches you to pause, breathe, observe your feelings, and respond with intelligence instead of impulse. If someone disrespects you, instead of exploding, a Stoic sees it as information. Instead of reacting, they choose the most powerful weapon: calmness. When you control your emotions, you win battles without fighting. Another key idea in Stoicism is acceptance. Not a weak acceptance, but a strong one. The kind that says, "This happened. It wasn't what I wanted, but it's reality. Now what can I do?" This mindset eliminates excuses, eliminates blame, and eliminates self-pity. Acceptance gives you the clarity to move forward. When you stop fighting reality, you start shaping your future. Stoicism also teaches gratitude. Not the soft kind you see in motivational posts, but the deep kind that hardens your character. A Stoic is grateful for the struggle because it reveals who they are. Grateful for the pain because it develops discipline. Grateful for the delays because they build patience. Grateful for the losses because they expose what truly matters. Gratitude makes you stronger, not softer. It shifts your mind from "why is this happening to me" to "what is this teaching me?" And then there is the concept of memento mori. Remember that you will die. At first it sounds dark, but it's one of the most liberating ideas in Stoicism. When you remember that life is temporary, you stop wasting time. You stop living for validation. You stop caring about people who don't care about you. You stop chasing meaningless distractions. You start focusing on purpose, on growth, on impact. You start living like every day matters because it does. Stoicism is not passive. It's not about sitting back and doing nothing. It's about taking action with clarity. A Stoic doesn't avoid responsibility. They run toward it. They understand that discipline, effort, and consistency are the foundation of success. Stoicism teaches that your character is the most valuable thing you own. Money comes and goes. Opportunities come and go. People come and go. But your character remains. Protect it. Build it. Strengthen it. There's a reason modern entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders study Stoicism. It gives you structure. It gives you mental armor. It keeps you grounded when you succeed and keeps you focused when you fail. It teaches you to remain the same person, whether people praise you or criticize you. Whether times are good or bad, Stoicism gives you emotional stability, which is one of the rarest qualities in today's world. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is negative visualization. Imagine losing the things you take for granted, your time, your health, your opportunities, not to make you sad, but to sharpen your awareness. When you realize how fragile life is, you appreciate it more. You stop taking blessings for granted. You stop living on autopilot. You start using your days wisely instead of wasting them. Stoicism also teaches you to detach from outcomes. You can't control how people respond. You can't control whether every plan succeeds, but you can control the effort you put in. Once you have done your best, you release the result. This prevents anxiety, prevents disappointment, and keeps you disciplined. When you detach from outcomes, you become unbeatable because nothing can disrupt your inner peace. In a world full of noise, Stoicism teaches silence. In a world full of ego, Stoicism teaches humility. In a world full of anger, Stoicism teaches self-control. In a world full of distraction, Stoicism teaches focus. When you walk with a Stoic mindset, you don't move like everyone else. You move with intention, you move with patience, you move with strength, you move with clarity. The beauty of Stoicism is that it doesn't require you to be perfect, it requires you to be aware, to improve, to practice, to get better every day. Stoicism is a daily discipline, not a one-time decision. The more you practice it, the more powerful you become. And over time, you will notice something. Things that once bothered you no longer affect you. People who once triggered you no longer distract you. Situations that once scared you no longer control you. That's the power of building an inner fortress. Stoicism is also deeply connected to legacy. What will you be remembered for? Not your cars, not your clothes, not your temporary achievements, but your character, your discipline, your contribution, your impact. Stoics understand that life is bigger than ego. They live in a way that inspires others. They lead by example. They stay consistent with their principles. They walk a path of strength, honor, and purpose. The truth is, Stoicism makes you dangerous. Not in a physical sense, but in a mental one. Dangerous because you can't be manipulated. Dangerous because you don't react emotionally. Dangerous because you stay calm in chaos. Dangerous because you don't crumble under pressure. Dangerous because you are disciplined enough to act, patient enough to observe, and wise enough to choose the better response. That is real power, and that power is available to you. Every day you have the choice to act like everyone else, or to rise above your impulses, to complain or to take responsibility, to react emotionally or to respond intelligently, to fear life or to face it with courage. Stoicism is not about being cold, it's about being in control. It's about being your own master. If you want to improve your mind, practice this daily. Focus on what you can control, accept what you cannot change. Stay calm under pressure and take action without excuses. Strengthen your character, protect your energy, build your discipline, move with purpose. This is how you become unshakable. This is how you move through the world like a warrior, not a victim. This is how you live with power, peace, and purpose. Stoicism is the art of mastering yourself. And once you master yourself, you become unstoppable. If you want to elevate your life, adopt the Stoic mindset. Live with discipline, live with resilience, live with clarity, live with strength. And always remember, the world can take everything from you, but it can never take your character unless you give it away. Like, share, and follow for more.